go up there and write it. I don't care.
I have everything received.
Okay, cool. Tell me what to do.
You add 7 and then divide by 0.75.
Okay, you added 7. You got 72 equals 3/4 C.
Make it decimal.
You said 72 equals 0.75 C. You divided both sides by 0.75. And what did you get? Okay, there's nothing wrong with what Grant did. Is there someone who did something different? What did you do? Okay, so you could have multiplied by 4/3 here instead. But, I mean, essentially what you're doing, multiplying by 4/3, is the same thing Grant's doing when he divides by 0.75. Doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to get 96. If we weren't in a hurry, I would say, and I'm trying to get my A in math class, I would plug it back in and check myself. But I like making an A, so I always show my work. Can I do that in my head? Yes, I can. Do I put it on my paper anyway so my teacher will see it and give me points for it? Yes, I do. This is just what you're supposed to do in life. I don't understand, but it is okay. I'll get over it. Tell me what the answer is on number 2. Okay, so you distributed the 2. You had 3x squared plus 5x minus 12 minus 2x squared minus 8x minus 18. You combined your like terms. You got F. Perfect. Is there anyone who has problem number 2? Okay. Then on to the next. There are 4 sections total we're talking about in Chapter 11. You already literally butchered. Parallelograms and trapezoids, that was Section 1. Then parallelograms and triangles were Section 1. Rhombuses and trapezoids were Section 2. Today we're doing circles and sectors. And you would say, Miss Compton, we're out of shapes. What could we possibly be talking about tomorrow? Tomorrow is compositions, which we kind of alluded to last week with those trapezoid examples that look like a rectangle plus a triangle. We can take complicated shapes and break them down into shapes we know. So, the whole moral of that story is today is the final 2 formulas. So the first one, the A is cut off, it's pi r squared. I'm confident everyone in the room already knows that formula. God, I pray. The radius, in case you've forgotten, is from the center out to the edge of the circle. If you're given the diameter, which is the entire length of the circle, you divide it by 2 to get the radius. Okay, so we read, it says that it's talking about there's an outdoor accessories company that manufactures circular covers for outdoor umbrellas. If the cover is 8 inches longer than the umbrella on each side, find the area of the cover in square inches. First thing I do is write my formula. Next thing I need to do is figure out my radius. Is there anyone who knows what number I should plug in for the radius?
Would you have to divide it? 36? Or would it be 4 and not 4?
We don't want the tiny one.
You don't?
We want the big one.
So it's 4.
We want from here to here. The 36 would only be from here to there.
Oh, so 44.
Yeah, it's 44 because you do 36 plus 8. Now, the reason you do 36 is because we're told with that smaller circle that the diameter is 72, which means the radius is 36. But we're told that this cover is 8 inches longer. So that's why we did 36 plus 8 and got 44. I plug in 44, I type in my calculator. What is 44 squared? Okay, 1936. Okay, but we actually want to get the decimal answer. 44 squared. So we actually want to get the decimal answer. We type it in our calculator and we get something. Point what? Give me the 10th decimal place. Give me one. Okay, perfect. Okay, so on the quiz, I don't count off if you put the wrong units. On the test, if you put inches and don't put squared after when it's area, I'm counting off. You were too smart for that. There was someone last period who didn't know how to go from this line to this line. When they typed 1936 pi in their calculator, it doesn't give them the actual decimal. There's a button for that. It's got the squiggle on it. So if your calculator is giving you issues, I can help you get to here. You'll just let me know. Notice, again, Miss Compton shows her work. I write the formula I'm going to use, how I'm plugging in it. I show a little work in between, and then I get to my answer. I don't just pull out 6082 and write that down on my paper. Okay, you go ahead and try the next one when you've got an answer shouted out. I'm just rounding to the 10th today. I don't know why. You can round the nearest foot if you want. I'll take anything. Oh, wait. I already put it on this. I thought I had frozen it. Man. Oh, well. Danny said it anyway. Perfect. You're on my nerves. Yeah. Okay, the radius of a circle with 58 square inches. Again, I write my formula, A equals pi r squared. But this time, they give us the A, so we need to plug in 58. Which means we need to solve for R. What is the first thing you think we should do? Yes, and we can divide by pi. Even though pi is represented with that symbol, it's still a number, so we can divide by it. Okay, I'm going to write 18.46 equals r squared, but if you want to say 18.5, I don't even really care. Do we have r?
No, don't try to put it under the line.
Yes, we'll have to take the square root of both sides to get just r. What do you end up getting? Okay, so we plugged in the 58. We divided both sides by pi. We had this decimal equal to r squared. We needed just r, so we took the square root of both sides. We got 4.3, but if Danny told me 4.2, 4.4, I'm going to give it to her. We are not cool enough to know nuclear codes. We're not trying to blow anyone up. We do not have to be that exact today. I will take whatever you got as long as it's in the realm. Okay, you try the next one, and for real this time, you won't see what I get to do. Shout out when you got it. Did you divide by pi? Same. We'll give everyone up some moment, but yes. Okay, I divided both sides by pi. I got 14.32 equals r squared. I had to take the square root of both sides. I got 3.8 equals r. If RJ has 3.7, 3.9, anything within the realm, I'm going to give it to him. Is there anyone who's confused about any of our circle examples? There's no way you can mess up to use the circle formula. It's the one with the pi in it. And I say that, and the next formula we're about to see has pi as well. So I guess it's possible. Okay, flip to the back. The last formula you will need, which will be given to you on the board, is area equals degrees divided by 360 times pi r squared. You need this formula to find the area of a sector. Miss Compton, I don't know what a sector is. I understand that. We skipped chapter 10, which was all the circle vocab, so I need to catch you up a bit. A sector is like a slice. Like a slice of pie, a slice of pizza. It's a part of the circle. It's just a section. Good grief. That we're taking out. Notice, along with this S tendency we're on, sector slice, notice that it is shaded. I would probably make that note to myself. Notice it is shaded. Yes, dear. Yes, there could be. Are we going to work anything like that? No. Right, because we're not in chapter 10. Okay, so we want to find, we don't want to find the area of the entire pizza. We want to find, if Sydney's taking out 2 slices, how much did she take out? That's what we're really wanting to know. That's my best real world example with it. I'm sure that it's useful somewhere, but I just like it because it's easy to plug in. Okay, so I write down my formula: degrees divided by 360 times pi r squared. Although I could see why you would want to know just a portion rather than the whole circle. Okay, what degree should I plug in on this example? Okay, what is the radius? You can type that entire line into your calculator just like that if you would like. I need to know what decimal you get when you do. Type that entire line in your calculator. Say it again. Okay, but it says round to the nearest tenth, so that means 1 decimal place, so 87.3 meters squared. Danny, bring me your calculator.
I got 87.96.
Thank you. You can, I like to put things in parentheses, but you don't have to. 100 divided by 360, and then pi, and then 10 squared. You don't even have to put the time symbol. I mean, it helps in life, but you don't have to. I get 87.26, which is 87.3. So your calculator might be rounding weird. You are using your phone. No, you're using a real one.
I just broke it down.
Okay.
So I'm not typing all in at once.
Okay, the only advantage to typing it all in at once, I normally like to show my work, but you might be rounding in between. When you type that in, did you round in some way? Did you round in some way? There's potential.
20 to 28, and then I rounded. I mean,
But if you're within the realm, didn't you say 8.7?
I got,
Um,
87 something.
I'm still going to give it to you. You got 8.7, I'm going to give it to you. Let's face it. Again, not in control of nuclear launch codes. We're just going to be close enough, and I'm going to be happy. I still have people using the wrong area formulas. I've got to let something go. No, that's not good. That makes them real smart. Real smart. Okay, I would say go ahead and try this next one on your own, and I'm going to let you try it in just a second. However, I need you to use your brain first. Notice that I said a sector is shaded.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, so now that you maybe clicked in, do not put the 20 in your formula. 20 is not the degrees you need. Try it really fast, and then we'll discuss what you get.
Wait, what's the circle?
360.
Okay. I don't like that. I feel, no, 360.
Yeah, it'd still be 7.
Is 360 what? Yeah, 360 minus 20. What are you getting for what you do?
I got
Ma'am?
145.
Point what?
4.
Same.
I don't know what. The 7 stays the same.
Okay, so what is awesome about the sector formula is it's easy to use. So to make it a little complicated, notice that we were given what was going to be left. They were leaving us 20 degrees. They were taking out the rest. So we needed to figure out the degrees of the shaded portion. So I did 360 minus 20 and got 340. I plugged in the 340 into my formula, not the 20. You have to pay attention to, did they give you the shaded or the not shaded? When you plug that in, you get 145.4. Other than potentially messing up and plugging in a 20, are there any questions about that one? Okay, and then of course I would say that's as hard as it gets. And then on number 4, how dare they use words. So a pie has a diameter of 9 inches and is cut into 10 congruent slices. So this is not art class, but I'll do my best. There's 2. My slices are not going to be congruent, I can tell you that much. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, my slices are not congruent. I really don't care. They're not going to give me an award. Again, I at least write down the formula that I need for that shape. The degrees we'll come back to in a second. Is there someone who can tell me the radius?
Oh, no.
4.5. They tell you the diameter is 9. The diameter is 9. So half of the diameter would be the radius. So 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Yes. Okay, and then Grant's already on to my next. He stole my next bit, which is good. I'm glad someone is understanding today. We need to figure out the number to plug in for the degrees. We know it's 360 total. We know there are 10 slices total. 360 divided by 10 is 36. So each slice is 36. So since we're only cutting out one slice, we're going to plug in a 36. If we were cutting out 2 slices, we would put in a 72. There are 10 slices total, 360 degrees. We're trying to figure out how many degrees each slice takes up. Each slice takes up 36 degrees because 360 divided by 10 is 36. Better, ma'am? So if it said there were 8 slices, I would do 360 divided by 8. If it said there were 12 slices, I'd do 360 divided by 12. Take 360 divided by however many slices you're cutting this thing into. Okay, you type this whole long thing in your calculator and you get... Okay, so who is correct? 6.36 or 6.4? It would be the 6.36. 1, because you saw me write it, and 2, because Danielle read it's a 100.
Could you get a decimal degree?
Do what, dear?
Could you get a decimal degree?
Yeah, absolutely. If it was like 8 slices, or if it was something that didn't divide evenly into 36, then yes. Like 8 would go. Yes. Okay, and then Danye's already stolen my thunder. Obviously, you're getting an 11.3 and 11.4 worksheet. You know how to do one of those sides as of today. The other side, honestly, you could figure out if you wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and hand it to you. Now, here is the mistake some of us made last week when Ms. Compton passed out the work. That's when we zoned out. I highly recommend you get your junk done now so you can